your latest in business and finance from ABC News Now.
And you are watching live coverage of the opening bell on ABC News Now. Ringing the bell this morning in that beautiful scenic location of Vail, Colorado. The folks from Vail Resorts. Gee, I wish we were all there with them. And there you have it, the opening bell for this Monday, January 7th. Hello, everyone. I'm Tanya Rivero in New York. Stock futures are down after the S&P 500 closed at a 5-year high Friday. Joining us now with more on all of this and all of the morning's business headlines is Yahoo Finance's Jeff Mackey. Jeff, good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. I missed you so, Tanya. I can't believe I haven't seen you yet so far.
I missed you too. I can't believe it's been this long. It's far too long.
I know. Well, let's get back together. Let's get cooking here.
Absolutely. Now, Jeff, investors will be watching financial shares today after global regulators are giving banks 4 more years and more flexibility to build up cash buffers. Can you explain this to us?
In English, it just means they have more time to do not a lot of anything. The banks, after the financial crisis, everyone came in, right? And then, oh no, they need more cash on the balance sheet. And so the banks had what's called a liquidity concern. So basically they had to come up with a lot of virtual cash, and you can picture a little vault with money on top of it if that helps. Now they don't have to do that. Basel III or Basel IV, whatever it is, that's a set of rules. They push that back so the banks can kind of do whatever they want. That means that the financial shares are higher simply because they can do whatever they want. And investors like the fact that banks aren't going to get hassled. And this gives them, 6, 7, 8 years to get their houses in order after the housing market crumbled and caused all kinds of messes. I don't know. From a regulatory standpoint, I don't think that these rules were going to do much of anything.
Right. From
a human standpoint, gosh, we're letting these guys kind of off the hook again. Okay.
Does that mean anything for the little guy, though, who needs a loan? Is that going to be any easier to get?
In theory, it would be. The little guy still hasn't gotten those loans yet. And so that's been what's called pushing on a string, meaning that the banks are getting a lot of free money, but at the same time, the banks are getting hassled over the loans they made before. And so you're asking the banks to make loans at the same time you're castigating them for making loans previously. They're put in kind of a weird position, a weird situation. But hey, that doesn't include building liquidity anymore. So, it's a step in the right direction as far as they're concerned.
That's right. All right. Now, speaking of banks, Bank of America has settled with Fannie Mae over risky mortgage loans that Fannie Mae purchased. Can you fill us in on that settlement?
Well, that has to do with Countrywide. And first of all, let me get out of the way. Bank of America sponsors my show, and so I find them to be great sponsors and a darn upstanding bank. But in this case, even beside that, even though my obvious bias, they bought a company called Countrywide who was initiating these mortgages, and Bank of America bought them kind of right before the housing crisis hit. Now they're sort of unwinding that. Bank of America has done a really good job of trying to put this behind them. $3.6 billion is what they ended up paying Fannie. A lot of different stuff going on there. But really what investors have to know is that Bank of America continues to get this sort of behind them. They're doing the right thing. They're writing the right checks. You can argue whether or not they should, but you know what? Just getting it done is worth 3.6 to Bank of America and its investors. They just want to put this in their rear view and do what's right and be done with it and move
on. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about gas prices for a minute. They dropped to a 1-year low last month, and now the U.S. Energy Department says not anymore. What's going on?
What's going on right now is my heart hurts, Tanya, because I'm so happy to see you. You keep me on that emotional pendulum. You bring me happy, and I'm all happy, and then
bam,
I
bring you right back down, crashing to earth.
You're just steel-toed boots to my jugular here in terms of my mood. But listen, gas prices, they're going higher, probably because of something you did, but largely also because of refinery capacity. People talk about the price of oil, and that's all well and good, but if you can't refine it and make it into gas that you would put in your car, that's a problem. Refineries have come offline in California and throughout the East Coast. That drives gas prices a little bit higher. Pardon the pun. I didn't even mean for that to happen.
Right.
It was driving gas prices. But listen, we've had a nice little run and fallen about 15% for gas prices. We hit a 1-year low. Seasonally, we're going to uptick here. It should be nothing too huge because gas demand has fallen, but you've seen the lowest prices that you're probably going to see. So go fill up your car right here, right now. Do it fast and maybe get a little swimming pool. Put some gas in there.
I think we should drive out to Vail, though, where the people are today. That looked really nice.
Doesn't that seem great? Now, that company's been public forever. I have no idea, but I liked the sound of the muffled kind of clapping with their mittens. That was kind of cool.
That was the best opening bell I've ever seen. All right, Jeff, what else will you be watching today?
We've had such a huge move. We're up 3% already year to date. That's a nice little move. I'd like to see the market move sideways here, maybe pull back a little bit. A complacent market is a bad market. People are getting a little kind of jumpy. They want to throw their cash in. I've been asked over the last week dozens of times, should I buy now? Should I buy now? to me, that means that it's probably better to sell and relax and kind of put your cash aside. If you want to put stocks, you want to get long some stocks here, put the money aside and just sort of pick away rather than diving in whole hog.
No more big rallies you don't see in the immediate future.
And not in the immediate future. Bide our time. If we do get a big rally, don't chase these things. Right. Professional traders, and I used to run a hedge fund, you never make any money when you chase. Just relax and maybe do something else before you run out and do something rash, like buy mountain stock or whatever else you're going to buy.
Very good advice, Jeff. Let's take one more look at the boards before we let you go. And it is down about 65 points this morning, so there you go. Jeff Mackey from Yahoo Finance, thanks again for joining us on this Monday morning.
Absolutely. Nice to see you again.
You too.